Hey guys, today we're going to start ranking the weapons from the original Megaman series. I'll be going through each of the individual entries and ranking them worst to best, while also putting them on a tier list so that we can compare weapons across the whole series. I won't be including the magnet beam or other traversal items because they're not true weapons, but things like unique armors could very well make the cut because they offer offensive options. Offensive as in attacking, not cutting a toenail near somebody's soup. Considerations for ranking include aspects like power, versatility, creativity, situational usefulness, coolness, ammo consumption, and most importantly, fun. So without further ado, let's begin with ranking Mega Man 1's weapons. Coming in at dead last is the Hyper Bomb. When you think of a bomb, things like power, destruction, and deafening noise come to mind. The Hyper Bomb might be loud, but so is a fart, and it's about as powerful as one too. This thing bounces off the ground and takes a break to watch both Dune movies back to back before blowing up. It would be acceptable if it were more powerful, or if the blast radius was twice as big, but it's just too slow and ineffective to handle most enemies effectively, especially since most other weapons can beat him in half the time anyways. So for all that, it's getting banished into the F tier. In 5th place we have the Ice Slasher, and it's alright. It scores points in creativity for freezing enemies in place, but there's no change in color or any visual effect to indicate they're frozen beyond just standing still in midair. Plus, they still hurt you if you touch them. Still, you can make this work if you just want to take the coward's way out, or if you don't mind taking the sweet time out of your day to switch to another weapon to finish them off. It's not ideal, but both methods work. Still, it scores bonus points for its situational usefulness in freezing those lava push pops to use as platforms, and I dig that. You have to work to get the best out of it, but it's not a bad weapon at the end of the day, so it earns itself a spot in the C tier. C for crushed ice. Coming in at 4th place is the Super Arm, which I suspect many people would rank lower because it is the definition of a situational weapon. You can literally only use it when you come across these chunky throwable blocks. But you know what? There's a decent amount of places to use it across Cutman, Elecman, and Wily's stages, and every time I scoop it up and smash it into the faces of my enemies, it's as satisfying as smacking a bully full force with a complete Webster's dictionary. The only thing that really disappoints me is that Mega Man doesn't get an actual buff Super Arm here. He's keeping his muscles on the down low, I guess. It's a fun weapon limited by its situationalness, so for that, it lands in C tier. C for crushing thine enemies. Next up is the Rolling Cutter. Now we're getting into the good stuff. It's a cute little snippy weapon with good power and a satisfying boomerang arc that usually hits what you're aiming for. I do think some other boomerang weapons boom their rangs a little better, whether it's the Quick Boomerang with its rapid fire shots, or the Game Boy Ring Boomerang with its item swiping ability. Compared to those, it's a little bit more basic, but still good and reliable overall, so it goes into Boomerang tier. The Firestorm is a great and versatile weapon, and a nice 2-in-1 deal as well. The first part is basically a larger, more powerful Mega Buster, but redder and more dangerous, like Hot Sauce. The other half is a rotating shield that's roughly as effective as swinging a misbehaving child around you. 1 out of 5 concerned onlookers might manage to break through your defenses, but most others are getting whacked. Taken on their own, each part would probably only get a B or a C, but united, they're B plus C, which equals A. I'm sure everybody saw this coming, but the very best weapon in Mega Man 1 is none other than the Thunder Beam. Not only does this merciless doomslayer of a lightning bolt rip and tear enemies like an atomic body slam, but it fires 3 of these violent projectiles in different directions at the same time, which is just pure metal. You could reasonably argue that it's too overpowered, but I really only consider ammo consumption an issue if the amount of ammo provided is just too limited. Being broken and being unfun aren't the same thing. So this brokenly overpowered but deliciously fun weapon is a very clear S tier to me. The roster of Mega Man 1 weapons is pretty solid overall. Half the weapons are kinda iffy or overly situational, or in the Hyper Bomb's case, straight up suck. but the other half are really good, and the overall variety present in this meal of weapons is admirable. The Firestorm is a spicy shield, Ice Slasher is a frosty cool popsicle, the Rolling Cutter is a slice of tasty boomerang goodness, and the Hyper Bomb is the nasty fart that comes after the meal. Let me know if you disagree with the list, and if you like the Hyper Bomb, I'll drive by and throw one through your window. Which isn't even a threat, because it sucks so much it would probably bounce off anyways. Well, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.